Welcome to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today's video is going to be a review on Moterm. If you have been following me for a while, then you know that I already have owned at least one Moterm cover, and this is the A6. I ended up buying this for my A6 Stology. However, once I got the Stology, I was like, this is not a planner. It feels more like a diary. So I used it for something else. It was going to be my wallet and everyday carry combo. So this sits at my desk. I do love it. The little planner inside was more of a journal for me. I decided to buy another one for the Hobonichi weeks. This is supposed to be, I believe, a dupe of the Giglio. I think that in videos from what I've seen, the Vanderspec, the corners are rounder. So that's one of the main differences that I can tell from the outside. It does have a pop closure and it has two different positions. So this is if it's super chubby and this one's if it's a little slimmer. So that's really nice. On the inside, I think you end up getting a total of 13 pockets. So you have one pocket here, one pocket here, one here, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, take this out, 10, 11, 12, and then of course 13. I wasn't really excited about the fact that the inside of this is brown. However, it kind of goes really nice with my cover from the Arrival, so I'm not hitting it so much, and you really don't see it all that much, especially on camera, unless you open this, and I think that's fine. So there was like, I believe 3 colors on Amazon's website. I will put a link down below. I really wanted the white one. However, I know who I am and I would probably stain the crap out of that. And I wanted to carry this with me, you know, and when you put it on a surface or it's in your wallet and you have a pen that you forgot to like close, it's bound to get marked up. So I decided black was probably going to work best for me. I just wanted to try out the pen in here. So here's the first thing that you should know. It doesn't really have a stiffener in it. It does have some kind of padding in there, but you can fold it over. And the A6 is just like this. So I will put a link either above in a little card or down below. So if you want to see that review, you can. Yeah, but it rolls very nicely. And I don't really have an issue with that at all. I think once the book is in there, it's really nice. So it does come with 2 bookmarks. Some people are fans of these, some are not. You can cut them off or you can tuck them back like they were before. Sometimes I tape them down, but you know, I don't hate them as much as I used to, mostly because I forget about them and a lot of times I can ignore them. So I went ahead and I went through my old Hobonichi stuff and I ended up finding my clear cover. Excuse me, I'm having allergies really bad this morning. Yeah, and so I wanted to see if the clear cover would fit in here, if it was going to be long enough. Sometimes it's a pretty snug fit. So the answer is yes, it will. I'll show you that now. And there's no issues. It's not bending anything at all. So the plastic is perfectly safe in there. Because this has a lot of white, especially on the back, I was really concerned about getting it dirty. So I thought I might want to put on a clear cover. So that's why I wanted to try it out. I do like the extra pockets. I did have a brain fart because here's the thing. I was like, don't put the pocket, Sylvia, in the back, because that's where it usually, a lot of people put it, because it always gets tucked in and then I can't use it. So I was like, put it in the front. Obviously, because I want to show this beautiful cover, I'm not going to tuck it in on this side, although you can. And then with the clear cover, obviously here, I can't use the pocket. So that was kind of a brain fart. So I might take this off and re-tape it over here. And then, you know, I usually like decorate and cover this anyway. But I felt pretty stupid. So if you like this setup, be aware to put the pocket over here. I just didn't want the pocket over here because sometimes you put a little bit of heavy stuff in there. And this is kind of thick cardstock, but still flimsy. So I prefer to have the weight of the actual cover So, you know, whatever. Also, it was pretty funny because the sticker on here says Hobonichi / Stology cover. That's what it said on this one as well. And this one is made for the A6 Hobonichi, can fit in here. Also, the Stology, because I have one in here, comes in A6. So I think that sticker is just like, they just put it on everything and they don't really think about it, because I don't think they make a Stology this size. So correct me if I'm wrong down below. But I think that's just kind of a little bit of a brain fart on their part. Because I was really thinking about it. I have seen people cut down a Stology, an A5 size one, to fit in a standard traveler's notebook, but I don't think they make one this size. Moving on. Yes, so my cards are going to go over here, and then, you know, any cash I have can either go here or in the back. I'm really loving this as an everyday carry. I don't know what color you guys would want, but again, for the reasons why I mentioned, if this was just going to sit at my desk like this one, I would totally go with white. I almost got this in white, but I think the only other color they had was pink. But it's not. It's going to go with me everywhere, and places are dirty. It's going to pick up stuff. And so I went with the classic black. So I'm happy about that. There is space to, of course, plenty of space to tuck in one of those memos. I don't think I have one right now. But the Hobonichi memos, little books. So you don't have to worry. I mean, it stretches really nicely. So actually you should worry about what you stuff in here, because it might stretch and not, you know, go back. So be aware of that. Commit if you're a stuffer. Yeah, so you still have a pocket here to put something. You can put cash over here in the back if you wanted to hide it more. You can put like little notepads or something in here. So that is so cool. And I love that it has a pen loop. So let me show you. This is the Hobonichi Techo 2021 anniversary pen that came with my weeks. It does have a grip on it, and it fits in there pretty easily and comes out pretty easily. So there's no fighting with it. Sometimes you have to put the pen in upside down like this, just because you have struggles with the pen loop, but no worries there. Of course, you could always clip it on for the easiest of access. Let me show you. And it stays in there nicely, and it's secure, and there's no worries there. But I'm really loving this cover. It's really a nice quality for the price. I think it was $39. I found it on Etsy for around, I want to say $69, and I think that's before shipping and handling. So if you can save yourself some money, I would go to Amazon. Sometimes these go out of stock. However, they usually are pretty good about putting a restocking date in the description. So just, you know, keep an eye out for things like that. You know, for some reason, when I was doing the review on this, I just did not see my mortal enemies, the ribbons. So these do come with 2 ribbons, one in gray and one in black. So if you want to mark your months and your weeks, you can do so. Again, I usually cut them off or tape them to the back because they get on my nerves. They slip out pretty easily, and so I lose my place. That's another issue I have. These ones, of course, are a lot thicker, and they have the little square ends on them so you can find them easily. So I think that these would be easier to use than these tiny skinny ones. That makes sense. I've also had these fray a lot on me. So yeah, better quality here if you're really interested in ribbons. I just don't use them. Maybe I'll try them out. Who knows? Tuck these back in. I liked that I couldn't see them. So if you don't have a cover on cover, no worries there. You'll have plenty of space to fit in your Hobonichi weeks, and it'll move a little bit. This one doesn't because it fits just so. So very nice. It doesn't feel like super high quality leather. It does say that it is leather though. You can see here that these are exactly the same. Yeah. Can't tell the difference. It's the same cow. Just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. It's more of like it feels like kind of a pleather. And I think part of the reason why it does is because of the squishy stuffing that's in it. It kind of makes it kind of squishy. I think you can see that, like, yeah. but it's still really, really nice. And you can see that they have their name right there on the inside. I am a fan already, so I hope that it holds up nicely. I love the big back pocket. You can, so be careful, you can order this without a back pocket. So if you're someone who never uses the back pocket, you don't think that you'd want it, I want to say it's probably the same price. And if it is, you probably should just try out the back pocket. But if they don't have them in stock, you can always go with a non-back pocket. So make sure that you know which one that you're buying, because I believe it's the same link. It's just one button over that you push. So there's that. I get nervous about this because I'm like, what if things fall out here? I prefer for it to be zipped or not there at all. At first I thought it was going to be like all the way through, but it's not. Maybe put stamps here. I don't know. All right, so I'm very happy with this. I'm very pleased. I do have my 2017 Hobonichi weeks. I thought I'd bring this out because I know that some people have megas, and I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to that because I don't have a mega. I just thought maybe I'd put 2 in here to show you whether 2 would fit, and then if you do have a mega, then you'll know. Does that make sense? I hope so. So because it has the 2 little snap button closures here, if you go on the first one, you can fit 2 in here. It's snug, but it works out. There's no overhang. Of course, I'd have to carry it like this for a while to really see if it drove me crazy or not. Let me show you how it looks if you put the cover on this side, because you might be wondering about that. So there's plenty of space here that they should miss each other. Push this over a little bit. And they do, yeah. So you can totally do that. So if you're like a 2-time Weeks Hobonichi champion, then you can certainly fit 2 in here. So I think that the Hobonichi Mega should fit in here perfectly fine, in case you were interested in that. This does have the wave tabs that you can purchase from Hobonichi in it, and you can see that there's no issue with tabs hitting this. If you decide to make your own tabs, be aware of that. Sometimes I like to tab the top or the bottom if that's going to become an issue, but I don't think that it will, even with 2 in here. I think the tabs would miss the closure and they won't get, you know, smashed down. So that's really nice. So, oh my God, I wish I wouldn't have shown that, because now I'm like, oh, I need another Hobonichi weeks. No, you don't, Sylvia. When you edit this back, remember that. Yeah, I am not a fan of the tabs. I said that before, and it's honestly not because, well, I said it was because it's harder to thumb through with them. It's not as bad as I remember. Like, I don't mind that as much, but what I really didn't like about them that I didn't mention, I forgot, is it's really hard to see the numbers on here. I wish they would make them bold, or I don't know, even like foiled, so that they, like, you can't see them. I mean, maybe you can on camera, but right now, wearing my glasses and having pretty decent vision, I cannot see them. They're too tiny and clear. And that was like, what is, I mean, I guess you could say, what is the point? But I would just count them down and go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I would know that that was me. And that was, you know, that still might be better than flipping through, but I don't know if they're worth it. So there's that information in case you are interested. Yeah, so let me try this with the pen in there to see if this causes an issue or not, now that we have 2. Okay. Ooh, that was a little bit more snug. I'm trying to see if it's pushing on anything too bad or not. Sorry, there's like sun coming straight at my face, so I have to get my head down here. So if you see my head, I'm sorry. It kind of pushes a little bit on this clear cover, but I don't think it's going to push on it enough that it's going to bend it. I think it's going to be okay. If you push it up a little bit, then yeah, I don't think there's an issue there at all. Let me show you. See how it kind of like, it bends in a little bit, but it's kind of missing this. So I think it's all right. Of course, I don't have the cover on both of them, so that might make a little bit of a difference, but I don't think too much. And if you're not using covers on either one of them, covers on covers, I think it'll be perfectly fine. So there's that information. And you can use one bookmark in this one and one in this one, if that's, you know, your fancy. Just to mark, I don't know, maybe the notes section. I'm a tabber, y'all. I like to tab, so there's that. Yeah, I think that's really nice. Of course, once you put some money in here and you have something in the back pockets and there's cards here, that's going to add a little bit more bulk and it's going to have a little bit more thickness, but I still think that this will close perfectly fine on this first one. Second one, no go. You're going to start smashing this pen into your cover or into your notebook a lot, and then it's going to start to make indentions. So I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah, but this is really beautiful, y'all. I really do want either a Gilio or a Vanderspeck. However, y'all know who I am. I just go in and out of stuff too much, and I don't feel like I can justify paying that if I'm not going to use it on a daily basis. So we'll see how long I stick in this, and who knows, in 2 months, I might believe that I can do it forever, and then I buy one. Yeah, you can see these ones fray. This is on my old Hobonichi a lot. I had one fray like all the way up, so put some nail polish on there or, you know, glue. That helps. If you try to burn them, because these are like satin, they'll just like burn away, so don't do that. All right, so that has been my review on the Moterm Hobonichi Weeks cover, and I will put links for this down below. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope that this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.